and welcome to the program today, 7 Politics with Austin Beatrice. Well, still on the race, the 2023 race is becoming so interesting every day as the day goes by, even as we draw closer to the day where Nigerians will be deciding, casting their vote in the poll come May 25th of February, I beg your pardon, 2023. It is more interesting considering the fact that it seems that the younger people are not relaxed this time around. There seems to be a wake up by the younger generation taking the bull by the horn. We see them vying for different positions, both in the federal, state, and local government level. What does this mean for the race? These are some of the issues we're going to be looking at today, even as we go on a short commercial break. And when we come back, we'll dig deep into the race 2023. For advert placement, you can call the number on your screen.
And you can visit our website at www.7fm.tv.
7TV Nigeria.
7TV. 7TV. It's all about you.
All right. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Today, I told you younger people have risen up and they are vying for different positions. Joining me today is also a young Nigerian who is vying for one of the positions in the country. Not just anyhow position, a top one, Mr. Paul Obasi, the candidate for the Federal Capital Territory Senatorial position under the platform of the African Democratic Congress. Mr. Paul, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
How do you see the race? I mean, the race seems interesting. I don't know why. 2023 seems to be a different ball game altogether. The politics and the intrigues and all of those things in the play, as if this is our first election since the inception of democracy. How do you see the race?
Oh, well, I think young people are beginning to wake up or rise up to their responsibility when it comes to governance and society development. Mm-hmm. In the past, we have been what I call attack dogs. We have been what I call the leaders of tomorrow, like they say. But we want to be that leader they've always talked about, or the leaders they've always spoken about. So I keep asking young people, if not now, when? And if not us, who? So basically, we have experienced a society that has constantly experienced retrogression. Mm-hmm. We have put our lives and our future in the hands of older generations, and they have given us nothing but failure. And because we are coming to a level in our lives where we will be responsible and we will answer to our children and unborn children, and if we cannot give them a society that gives them hope, then we have no answer to give to them. So it is very important that we come into the scene and begin to do what the older generation has failed to do. Not that they could not do, but they have failed to do. So we have to do that for our children and unborn children, so that the legacy we can hand over to them is a society that works for them.
Well, let's see how it goes with young people with full enthusiasm into the political scene today. Thank God for the Not Too Young to Run bill that have given young Nigerian like you, of course, the opportunity to vie for this top position. Let me ask you this. Let's talk a bit about the presidential race before we go into other positions. What do you make of the race? Some persons have said it's a 2-horse race. Some others have said a 3-horse race. But we know we have about 18 political parties, of course, who are contesting for this position. And each of them are have a presidential candidate. What do you make of that?
Well, the evolution in our political scene is rapid. And in the past, one could tell where where the nation is going to when it comes to election. But at this period, a miracle is happening.
Oh.
I call it a miracle.
Tell us.
Because there is an awakening in the hearts of younger Nigerians, and not just only younger Nigerians, even older Nigerians, that have constantly experienced a nation that is not working. In the past, they have neglected their civic duty, but this time around, something has risen in them and has reminded them that their duty is the key thing to make sure this country lives to a better level. And this miracle is spreading all over the nation. So you cannot hold your hand to APC, PDP, Labour, ADC, or say this is where the next leader is coming out from. But of course, you can see that like never before, Nigerians are yearning. They are yearning for quality leadership. They are yearning for quality representation. So I think we should not even look at the big two anymore, because I can categorically tell you that their days are over.
Is there a three in the race? Well, you just said their days are over.
There is more than a three in the race.
Wow.
Yes, of course. We have people like Duebi Kachiku of the African Democratic Congress. We have people like Peter Obi of the Labour Party. You understand? And we have someone like Kwankwaso of the NNPP. You know? So I tell you, and these three people are phenomenal people. Men of noble quality. The antecedent is out there. You understand? They have played big when it comes to human development. You know, they have paid their dues, and these are the kind of leaders Nigerians are yearning for now. And so the other parties do not present this depth of quality that Nigerians are yearning for. So it is beyond APC or PDP, and it is beyond money politics. It is beyond that. It is now a tsunami of just pure desire for progress.
Okay, let me bring this reality on ground to you. It is good that you mentioned that. Of course, a lot of people are waiting to see when the dynamics in the play of the Nigerian politics, especially when it's going to navigate away from just a two kind of party system, that is what it's looking like, into a multiple party system like we practice in Nigeria. But some persons have said, in as much as we're trying to do away with money politics, money is also crucial when it comes to politics. Let me give you this analysis. We have 774 local government in Nigeria, and in each local government, in fact, currently we have about 176,000, about 800 thereabout, polling unit. And each of those polling units, you have about 3 polling agents in the polling unit. Someone said, each of these guys in the polling unit, of course, there's a pay due for them, not in a corrupt kind of a thing, but because they are working. So maybe in a day you accrued maybe 5,000 naira at minimum to each of them. If it times, let's put it 15,000 for each person. If it times that by the 774 local government, and then the polling total with the polling unit, you have it to be approaching about 50 billion naira. That's whopping amount of money. So people have said this party, other parties that, I don't know, they said might not have gotten a lot of stronghold in terms of money. How are they able to navigate their way through this, money that is involved in the politics?
You know, the members of the ruling party and the supposed opposition party, PDP, they are too blind.
Wow.
They are too blind to see the reality.
Okay.
I will give you a clear example. The members of Labour Party and the public, they've been having series of rallies that normally will cost hundreds of millions, and their candidate has not dropped one single dime. Dumebi Kachiku has been appearing on TV and radio sessions. Normally that will cost millions, and nobody is collecting a dime. What does it tell you? That Nigerians are ready to work for free as long as a new Nigeria will emerge. Are you not ready to work for free to see that a new Nigeria emerges? That is it. People are ready to work for free, stand under the sun, under the rain, do whatever possible to make sure that a new Nigeria emerges. So we shouldn't be blind to the obvious.
Okay,
And like
but
I told you, the days-
let me just make this statement. All right, these are assertions, and of course, politics is about calculations and permutations, of course. So aside from money, which is very crucial, you cannot run away from that. Also, the issue of structure, not having people in, of course, in the Senate, in the local government level, in the state level, because these guys form, the basis for which some of these things thrive. How are you putting that into consideration?
First of all, you are a structure.
Okay.
I am a structure. The cameraman is a structure.
Wow.
We are all structure that people need for the next level in this country. Dumebi Kachukwu does not need a sitting senator, a sitting House of Reps. All he needs is the will and the support of the ordinary people, of Nigerians. Now, let me tell you, in 2015, APC came into the scene as an unknown party. They didn't have, I don't think, they didn't have any sitting senator, House of Rep, assembly member. No. They came together, different small parties came together and formed APC. In 2015, in February or March that same 2015, they won the election. So what does that tell you? When the people decide to back a candidate, they are the structure. The party does not need any structure or whatever structure that is existing. The people are the structure. They just need to buy into the ideology, buy into the idea. That is all.
Okay, I would assume that because you are in ADC, or not because Dumebi Kachukwu is your presidential candidate.
Definitely.
He is your presidential candidate. All right, that is right. Let's look at, you are from the Southeast. You are from Imo State precisely.
Definitely.
There is this, clamoring by mostly the Southeasterners for a president, of course, and it has been a wave, particularly in the social media space, and they call themselves the obedient, and of course, it has been tagged linking it to the Labour Party presidential candidate in the person of Peter Obi, right? They seem to carry a heavy weight. Have you heard about them?
Heard about who?
The obedient.
Well, I read about them every day. They're everywhere.
Let me draw, you made a tweet some time ago.
Yes, please.
You said the Southeastern have a mandate, and obedience is their mandate. You like to talk about that?
Well, I don't think you quoted me categorically. Now, let me say something. Nigeria is a cosmopolitan society.
Okay.
You understand? When it comes to ethnicity and religion, we're a cosmopolitan society, and it is very important that we understand our nature as a society.
Right.
If we understand that, we will continue to live in peace and harmony. If we neglect that, we will continue to live in disunity. And I tell you, Somalia will be better than us if we ignore it. We must understand our peculiarity and in that manner move based on the peculiarity. Now, it is not out of place if the Southeast are clamoring for presidency.
Right.
I think it is only fair. It is only fair as the third largest, I won't even say the third, as one of the largest ethnic society in Nigeria. It is only fair. And we must begin to understand that we are so diverse and begin to allow our diversity play when we want to make our choices. Now, if you ask me what is best for us, I think our system of governance is not best for us. I think it's not best for us. I think we should run a proper regional kind of government that will remove focus from the center so that every region can develop at their pace. Develop at their pace and develop at their quality and at their strength. That will give everyone a sense of belonging. But if we are still running this kind of system, I think it is only fair for us to give room for everybody to take part in the development of Nigeria.